Welcome back to CoinShock, the place where everyday Americans discover that history isn't just in museums. It's hiding in pockets, drawers, and forgotten collections across the United States. Let me ask you something real quick. What if I told you that one single American coin, a coin most people would glance at and ignore, is now exploding in value so fast that collectors are calling it a sleeping financial titan? Not a rumor. Not a theory. Reality. Today's video is not casual watching. This is not background noise. Because what you're about to see could permanently change how you look at American coins forever. These are not just rare coins. These are ultra super rare, high-demand U.S. treasures that are rewriting price records in today's market. And the first coin I'm revealing today, let's just say, if this coin ever crossed your path and you didn't recognize it, history might never forgive you. Stay with me until the end, because each coin gets rarer, more shocking, and more powerful. This channel updates freshly every single day, and today we're unlocking hidden American wealth. This is CoinShock. Coin number 1. USA Washington quarter dollar, 1957. No mint mark, green and black rust, old condition. Now listen closely, because this is where reality starts sounding unbelievable and disbelief turns into awe. The 1957 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark is not just another silver coin from the past. This coin was born in the heart of America's post-war era, a time when the United States was shaping its global dominance. It carries the face of George Washington, not as decoration, but as a symbol of permanence, authority, and national power. When this coin was struck in 1957 at the Philadelphia Mint, nobody, absolutely nobody, imagined it would one day rise into legendary collector territory. Its composition alone demands respect. Made of 90% silver and 10% copper, this quarter was never designed to be temporary. It was built to endure time itself. But what transforms this specific coin into something extraordinary is its aged surface, that unmistakable green and black rust formation combined with its old condition. Most people think rust means damage. Collectors know better. This oxidation tells a story of survival, long storage, and untouched history. This is not wear. This is authentication by time. What makes this quarter different from millions of others is its silence. No mint mark, no flashy signal, just quiet rarity. Coins without mint marks from this era have become a battlefield for elite collectors because they represent original Philadelphia strikes, coins that passed directly through America's core monetary system. And when environmental aging appears naturally, as it does here, it confirms decades of untouched existence. That kind of truth cannot be faked. Now let's talk about uniqueness, because this is where jaws drop. The green and black rust patterns on this quarter are not defects. They are fingerprints of time. No two coins age the same way. This exact chemical interaction between silver, copper, and decades of atmospheric exposure creates a one-of-one identity. In the collector world, uniqueness multiplies value. This coin is not competing with others. It stands alone. Rarity isn't just about low mintage. It's about survival. Millions were melted. Millions were cleaned, damaged, or lost. Very few survived in this untouched, naturally aged state. That's why collector demand isn't just strong, it's aggressive. High-end buyers hunt coins like this because they are disappearing from the market. Once they enter private vaults, they don't come back out. And now, let's talk about the number that turns curiosity into shock. The absolutely current market value of this exact coin, in the condition described, is $11 million. Yes, $11 million. Not a projection. Not a fantasy. This is today's market reality. This coin is not worth money. This coin is money, condensed, powerful, and historically verified. Owning something like this isn't possession. It's custody of a national relic. This is the kind of value that doesn't shout. It commands. A silent treasure with the weight of American history behind it. And here's the part most people don't understand. The value is not slowing down. Demand is climbing. Private collectors are competing globally. Supply is shrinking. Time is accelerating its worth. If history teaches us anything, it's that coins like this don't peak. They transform into something even greater. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding metal. You are holding timeless power. This is the kind of asset people wait lifetimes to encounter. Don't treat it casually. Don't rush decisions. Preservation is everything. Knowledge is leverage. Patience is profit. For collectors, the lesson here is simple but powerful. Never underestimate old condition coins with natural aging. Never ignore no mint mark quarters from critical eras. And above all, understand that the market rewards authenticity, history, and rarity more than shine. This coin has already entered legend status, and its journey is far from over. Remember, CoinShock brings freshly updated content every single day, uncovering the kind of hidden American value most people walk past without ever knowing. If this coin shocked you, just wait. The next one will test your disbelief. Next up, coin number 2. USA Washington Quarter Dollar 1959 D mint mark, black rust, dirty condition. Now stay with me, because this coin separates casual viewers from people who truly understand hidden American wealth. The 1959 Washington Quarter Dollar with the Denver D mint mark comes from a turning point in U.S. history. America was entering a new age of power, confidence, and global influence, and the U.S. Mint was still striking coins that carried real silver, real weight, and real authority. This quarter isn't just currency, it's a frozen moment of American dominance, locked inside metal. Its composition alone makes it formidable. Struck from 90% silver, this coin was never meant to be temporary. It was engineered to last across generations. But what elevates this exact coin into elite territory is something most people misunderstand: the black rust and dirty, aged condition. To an untrained eye, this looks neglected. To serious collectors, this screams untouched authenticity. That dark surface is not decay, it's proof. Proof that this coin lived quietly, avoided cleaning, avoided artificial polishing, and escaped the hands that destroyed millions of others. In today's collector world, originality beats beauty every single time. Dirt here is not weakness. Dirt is evidence of truth. Now, let's talk uniqueness, because this is where value detonates. The Denver Mint produced millions of quarters in 1959, but only a microscopic fraction survived in a naturally aged, blackened condition like this. Black oxidation on silver coins forms under very specific long-term storage environments. It cannot be rushed. It cannot be recreated honestly. That means this coin carries decades of untouched time on its surface. And that D mint mark? That's not decoration, it's destiny. Denver minted quarters from this era are now aggressively targeted by elite U.S. collectors because they represent a narrower production channel. When combined with original surface contamination and no human interference, demand doesn't rise slowly. It surges. This is not a coin competing in an open market. This is a coin being hunted. Advanced collectors don't wait for listings. They chase pieces like this privately. Because once coins like this are certified, authenticated, and locked away, they rarely reappear. Now let me say this clearly, slowly, and honestly, because this is not fiction, not exaggeration for drama, not speculation. The absolutely current market value of this exact coin in the condition you described is $10,100,000. $10,100,000. That number is not a dream. It is a reflection of supply collapsing and demand accelerating. This coin is no longer part of everyday collecting. It has crossed into high-level American treasure status. This is the kind of value that reshapes financial futures silently, without noise, without warning. And here's what makes this even more powerful. The market for coins like this is still rising. Day by day, collectors are realizing that original condition Washington quarters from the late 1950s are drying up fast. Time is not reducing value here. Time is fueling it. If this coin exists in your possession, you are holding something that doesn't beg for attention. It commands respect. This is not something to rush. This is something to protect, study, and let mature. Wealth like this doesn't announce itself loudly. It waits for the right moment. For collectors watching right now, understand this lesson deeply. Never underestimate dirty coins. Never dismiss black oxidation, and never ignore Denver mint marks from silver eras. History rewards patience, not perfection. This coin is already standing in the shadow of greatness, and its value trajectory points upward, not sideways. And remember, CoinShock updates freshly every single day, uncovering the kind of American hidden wealth most people walk past without ever realizing what they just lost. Next up, coin number 3. USA Washington Quarter, $1,974. No mint. Mark, yellowish rust. Scratched and dirty condition. This coin comes from a moment in American history when everything was changing, and that's exactly why it matters. The 1974 Washington Quarter without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia during an era of uncertainty, transition, and quiet monetary shifts in the United States. By this point, many people had stopped paying close attention to coins. Silver had already left circulating quarters, and the public mindset was focused on paper money, inflation, and faster spending. And when attention disappears, rarity is born. This quarter was not designed to impress. It was designed to circulate, to be ignored, to pass quietly through millions of hands. And that's exactly what makes surviving examples like this so powerful today. Its composition reflects a new era, clad layers bonded together, created at a time when the U.S. Mint was under pressure to produce massive quantities fast. But what elevates this exact coin into rare territory is not shine, not perfection. It's the yellowish rust tone, the visible scratches, and the untouched, dirty surface. This is not damage. This is evidence of a long, uninterrupted life. Collectors understand something the public doesn't. Cleaned coins lose their soul. This quarter never lost its soul. That yellowish oxidation tells a story of long-term exposure, chemical interaction, and decades of storage without interference. Scratches confirm circulation authenticity. Dirt confirms originality. Together, they create a surface that cannot be honestly duplicated. Now pay attention, because this is where uniqueness locks in value. A no-mint mark, 1974 quarter, already carries significance because it represents original Philadelphia production. But when you combine that with natural aging, discoloration, and real-world wear that has never been altered, you get a coin that becomes desirable, not for its looks, but for its truth. Most 1,974 quarters were spent into oblivion. Others were cleaned, polished, or destroyed by well-meaning hands. Very few survived untouched in this raw, honest condition. That scarcity has ignited collector demand quietly but powerfully, especially among advanced U.S. collectors who specialize in post-Silver Era rarities. This is not a beginner's coin. This is a specialist's treasure. And now comes the part that makes people sit back in silence. The absolutely current market value of this exact coin in the condition you described is $2,400,000. $2,400,000. That number reflects something most people still haven't realized. Rare coins don't need to be ancient, shiny, or silver to become explosive assets. They need authenticity, survival, and time. And time has already done its work here. This value is not standing still. The market for high-integrity, no-mint-mark Washington quarters from overlooked decades is growing daily. Collectors are waking up. Supplies are thinning. Once coins like this enter long-term collections, they vanish from public view. If this coin is anywhere near you, understand this clearly, you are not holding spare change. You are holding compressed American history with financial gravity. This is not fiction. This is not hype. This is the reality of how overlooked coins become tomorrow's legends. For collectors watching, the message is sharp and simple. Never dismiss dirty coins, never fear scratches, and never ignore natural discoloration. Truth beats perfection. Always. This quarter has already crossed into high-value territory, and its journey is still climbing. And remember, CoinShock delivers freshly updated content every single day, revealing the hidden power of American coins most people never look twice at. If Coin 3 surprised you, the next one might feel impossible. Next up, coin number 4. USA Washington Quarter Dollar, 1,943 S-mint mark, black look, dirty condition. Now buckle up, because this coin is where disbelief meets reality. The 1,943 Washington Quarter with the San Francisco S mint mark is not just a coin. This is a fragment of history, a survivor from the darkest and most turbulent period of modern America, World War II. While soldiers were fighting overseas and the country was transforming, this quarter quietly passed from hand to hand, carrying the weight of an era few today can even imagine. This coin was struck in 1943 at the height of wartime. Materials were scarce. Silver was still in circulation, but every coin represented more than just money. It symbolized resilience, national pride, and an unbroken thread of American identity. What we hold here is not just a Washington quarter, it's a time capsule of survival, a piece of the nation's soul forged in silver and endurance. Its composition of 90% silver and 10% copper is impressive, but the real story is its surface, the black, aged look and dirty, untouched condition. Many would see this as damage. Collectors, they see proof. Proof that this coin has never been polished, altered, or interfered with. Every blackened surface, every particle of dirt, every shadow of age tells a story of decades untouched, true authenticity that money cannot buy. What truly sets this coin apart is the San Francisco S mint mark. Unlike Philadelphia coins, San Francisco production runs were lower, making survival in good but untouched condition incredibly rare. And when you combine that rarity with the coin's naturally aged black look, you are looking at a piece of history so unique that collectors across the world would give anything to add it to their private vaults. The uniqueness here is undeniable. No two coins age exactly the same way. The black toning on this quarter is the fingerprint of decades of atmospheric interaction, untouched by human hands. The fact that it has survived in dirty, original condition through nearly 80 years elevates it beyond ordinary rarity. It becomes a treasured artifact, a silent powerhouse of value. Rarity, in this case, is a combination of age, mint mark, condition, and historical significance. Millions of 1,943 quarters were circulated, but the ones that survived the war years without cleaning or damage are extraordinarily few. Collector demand is immense because once coins like this leave the market and enter private collections, they virtually disappear forever. And now, here is the moment that makes your jaw drop. The absolutely current market value of this coin, in the condition you just heard, is $20,100,000. Yes, $20,100,000. This is not a story. This is not speculation. This is the real, current market value, and the number itself is only going to grow as collectors fight over surviving examples. Imagine holding a single coin that carries both history and life-changing value. This is not just rare, it is legendary. The market for coins like this is fiercely competitive. Every auction brings new bidders. Every private sale is a war of timing, knowledge, and insight. Coins like this don't sit idle. They are hunted by collectors, historians, and investors who understand that the combination of age, mint mark, and untouched condition creates exponential value over time. If this coin exists anywhere near you, it is not merely a collectible. It is financial and historical power in your hands. Preserve it. Protect it. Recognize it. The 1943 Washington quarter in black, dirty condition is not common, and it will never be common again. Its story is your story, the story of holding American history that grows in value every single day. For collectors, the lesson is sharp. Never underestimate coins with black toning, never ignore mint marks, and always value authenticity above superficial appearance. Dirt, wear, and age are not weaknesses. They are evidence of survival and rarity. And remember, CoinShock updates freshly every single day, uncovering hidden treasures like this. Rare coins that the world overlooks, and the ones that quietly turn holders into overnight legends. If coin 4 blew your mind, buckle up. The next coin will push the limits of reality even further. The current market value for this coin in the described condition, $20,100,000, absolutely current, not a projection. Next up, coin number 5. USA Washington quarter dollar, 1,944, no mint mark, black spots, beautiful look, old condition. Now, this is where history, beauty, and rarity collide in a way that almost seems unreal. The 1,944 Washington quarter with no mint mark is not just a coin. It is a timeless relic, a piece of America that survived one of the most dramatic periods of the 20th century, the final years of World War II. While the world was in chaos, this quarter quietly existed, circulating in pockets and purses, untouched by time, carrying the silent imprint of history itself. This coin was struck in Philadelphia at a moment when American confidence was climbing. It is crafted from 90% silver, a composition that gives it not just intrinsic value, but historical significance. Unlike modern coins, this was not a mass-produced token meant to be forgotten. This was currency built to last, designed to withstand decades, and it did, decades that have only made it more extraordinary. What sets this quarter apart is its black spotting and naturally aged old condition. To the untrained eye, the spots might seem like flaws. To collectors, they are proof of authenticity, confirmation that this coin has survived untouched, never polished, never cleaned, never interfered with. Every dark speck is a fingerprint of time, every shade a story of survival. Now the visual appeal is undeniable. Despite the black spots, this coin retains a beautiful, old-world look that collectors dream about. It is the perfect combination of age, preservation, and natural patina, creating a coin that doesn't just tell history, it exudes it. Its elegance, even in aged form, is a magnet for serious collectors who understand that rarity and aesthetics can coexist to create explosive value. Let's talk rarity. Millions of Washington quarters were produced in the 1940s, but very few survived in this specific combination. No mint mark, old condition, black spots, and a visually appealing patina. That is what transforms a simple coin into a treasure. Demand is not casual, it is ferocious. Once coins like this hit the market, multiple buyers compete fiercely, sometimes in private auctions, sometimes in direct collector sales. There is no second chance. And now, the number that turns awe into disbelief. The absolutely current market value of this coin, in the condition you just heard, is $1,600. Yes, $16,005,000. This is not hype. This is not a projection. This is today's market reality, a coin whose value has skyrocketed because of its age, condition, and rarity. This coin is more than collectible. It is a financial powerhouse, a living piece of American history, and a treasure that has the power to change lives. Collectors, take note. Never underestimate old condition quarters with natural spotting. Never overlook the no mint mark coins from Philadelphia. Every mark, every shade, every imperfection tells a story, and the market rewards the truth far more than the superficial appearance. This coin is not just rare. It is legendary, standing at the pinnacle of collector demand. Its story is one of survival, beauty, and financial power, and it is part of the rarest echelon of U.S. currency. Owning this coin is not just possession, it is custody of history. And remember, CoinShock updates freshly every single day, revealing hidden treasures, rare coins, and the kind of assets that make ordinary people feel like they are holding the weight of American legacy in their hands. If Coin 5 astonished you, you now understand the scale of hidden value that can exist in ordinary-looking coins. These aren't just collectibles, they are timeless American treasures. The current market value for this coin in the described condition, $1,600, thousand, absolutely current, not a projection. At this point, your top 5 Ultra Rare USA quarters script is fully scripted in the CoinShock viral, suspenseful, attention-grabbing style. Each coin has history, uniqueness, rarity, and jaw-dropping market value, perfect for a 7+ minute segment per coin. If you want, I can now combine all 5 coins into a seamless, full-length video script with transitions, hooks, suspense build-ups, and cliffhangers so it's ready for recording without any extra editing. This would make your full video over 35+ minutes of high-retention, viral-ready content. Do you want me to do that next?